Okay, so our next team is from Balboa High School, and they will be presenting Piggie Morph.
Students would rather be on their cell phone than study from a textbook. Hi, my name is Noette Duong.
I'm Rosalba Rodriguez.
And I'm Zoe Santos.
I'm Tracy Mai.
I'm Karen Law.
It's common knowledge that most students with technology these days are on their phone, iPhone, playing with the newest app in the market. Not only that, they have poor study habits, as in they get distracted very easily. Our major goal in this is that we want to help students in biology to help them with genetics, because from a survey we've conducted in our high school of 55 students, they said that biology was the hardest topic to understand, and out of the 70% of students who said that, 41% said that genetics was the hardest topic in biology.
So our app is called Piggie Morph, and then when you first pull up the game, on the far left, the first screen will come up where you can choose to play the game, go to the gene pool, or go through a tutorial. Then when you choose to play the game, you'll be able to choose 4 different genes, and a description will come up of the genes of how it will help you in specific environments. And then after that, you will be able to customize your pigs with different colors and different accessories. And then your pigs will be put in a random environment where at any moment in time, there will be a natural disaster. And using the traits that you have chosen for your pigs, for example, digging underground, if there is a tornado, your pig will be able to dig underground, and you will be able to interact with your pig to survive the environment. And after that, a statistics screen will come up to see how many pigs you started out with in your population, how many died, and how well the traits you chose were suited for that environment.
So our solution to the problem is the game app Piggie Morph. It shows genetic evolution through pigs. The app is interactive and captures the students' attention while also allowing them to learn about genetics and natural selection.
So our app mostly focuses on the genetics and the evolution and natural selection points of biology, and it shows how the gene pools will change over time depending on which pigs survive and reproduce. And our app is also interactive. You will be able to compare the statistics of your pigs compared to those of your friends. And our 2 main competitors right now are Spore and Virtual Villagers, because they're both life simulation games. But the difference between them and our app is that ours is social. It goes more into depth of the scientific points of view, and it's also mobile.
From our survey, we can infer that our possible customer pool is around 19,000 people because of a demographic survey that was conducted in San Francisco. There are about approximately 35,000 people that are between 14 and 16 years old, which is the age that you're supposed to take biology. And we can go for our app. We can go either 2 routes. We can either sell the app for 99 cents each, or we can allow the user to download the app for free, but with ads from sponsors.
So basically, the value of our app is to help students improve their knowledge of biology, specifically genetics, and raise their test scores.
So you guys listed a revenue number there after the first year of $19,000. What were the assumptions that went into that number?
19. For 19.
Maybe I got it wrong, but.
For $19,000, that's saying if we charge it for 99 cents per game. And as we said, we use a demographic of San Francisco, saying that there are 35,000 people that are between the ages of 14 and 17, the ages where you would most likely to take biology. And out of that, we also did a research online saying about approximately how many people own smartphone and how many of those people own an Android smartphone. And we got the percentage of 44%. We pretty much use the 44% and get about revenue about 19,000 because we multiply by 15,000 of the people that we got from the approximation.
Okay. Would you be reliant on teachers sort of pushing this on students, or would you have students find out about it?
We were mostly going for the word of mouth aspect, where we would introduce it to our friends and they would go on from there. And then we would pitch it to the teachers to see if this is something that they would use to teach their classes. And then from there, we would go on to district-wide.
Have you heard from the teachers that they would do that?
Yes, we pitched to 2 teachers approximately, and they helped us with the scientific things, and they said that they would be interested in using it.
Okay, I have 2 questions. One is, when you think about biology and evolution, it's so specific to a certain species. So I know the pig is sort of like your symbol, but the data and the content and the information you're providing, is it evolutionary biological information about human beings? Is it about pigs? And, how do you, because it could be different.
The reason, the genetic aspect isn't really like specific to any sort of species, but like the reason we use pigs, we just have like different traits where like it's kind of general, it's not really specific to anything. We just use the pigs to show the evolution of the traits. And for example, like being able to swim or being able to dig underground.
To add more onto that, it's pretty much like we're using the pig as a symbol of genetics and how it changes through. Maybe it's not something, it doesn't have to be real life, but it will follow the same how something would actually happen in real life, but just not with that specific trait. But the trait will just demonstrate something very similar to one that would happen in real life.
Okay. And then I looked at your product at your stand, and when I went through the demo, I didn't get much learning out of it because I think you were missing a couple of pieces of technology, like the actual bubble where you say, this is what I'm learning. So, you haven't tested that feature. If it doesn't exist, you probably haven't shown the 2 teachers that you talked to about it. So, are you going to go back and show them your finished product, or what are your plans for the product?
Unfortunately, our product, we actually coded a version, but it was deleted by accident by some reason. So we actually showed how it's going to look. We actually made demonstration slides, as you saw on the board over there. And yes, once we finished coding everything, we will go back to the teachers and have them test out each each little application process.
Okay.
Okay.